कालीकूर्च समायुक्त माया कूटोपदेशतः प्रणवार्थ प्रबोधिन्यौ नमामि गुरुपादुके श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः क्रीं मात्रे नमः नमः सदसे. Good evening to one and all. Today we are having a very important guest with us on our channel, and he is the backbone and literally the largest performer as well as the largest harm that has been done to Nithyananda so far and his criminal activities so far. It is by this one single common man, Mr. Janardhan Sharma. Namaskaram.
Namaskaram. Let me also have a small prayer. Naguroradhigam tattvam, naguroradhigam tapaha, naguroradhigam jnanam, tasmai shri gurave namaha. Mantramulam gurorvakyam, puja mulam guropadam, dhyana mulam guror murtihi, mukti mulam guror kripa. Shri Matre Namaha. Yes.
So basically this is just the first interview of a series of interviews that we are going to have with Janardhan ji. And this is not only for the cult survivors community. This is to deal with whatever Nithyananda has done so far on a very intellectual level, in order to have a discussion to expose whatever he has done so far on levels that has not been seen before. Because this is not a common media that is coming for sensational news. This is media specifically dedicated for Dharma. So we will be asking questions very much related to Dharma. And if people think that I am a scholar, let me say right now, Janardhan ji is actually 10 times more than what I am. I have been telling this to so many people in the community who have been personally speaking to you. He will not accept. But this statement remains true. Okay, so basically so I want to gain from that knowledge, and I want everybody to gain from that knowledge as well, along with knowing about Nithyananda. So hopefully we will be finding a lot of gems out of this conversation. That being said, the first thing that I wanted to ask Janardhan ji is this: on the whole of all the evils of Nithyananda, what do you think is the largest evil? What do you think is the largest problem that he is posing to the society? What is the largest threat according to you?
It is very simple that one who claims that he is an avatar, that too Sadashiva's avatar, the moment people like me, who is also actually known, like we know from a little bit from Vedas and Agamas, little bit knowledge, small percentage of knowledge. We believe in strong Hinduism. We believe in various sects of Hinduism and also the practices. And it is very, very, very tough for people like us to get convinced just like that. But Nithyananda is very clever to convince people like at all the levels, not only intellectual level, at all the levels. So he actually claims that he is an avatar. First of all, person like him, he is telling that he is an avatar of Sadashiva. The moment you brainwash on this concept, it is very, very difficult for anybody at any level to come out of the cult, because he is not an avatar, he is not Sadashiva. But once you believed that, then that's all. So the problem with Nithyananda is that very cleverly, systematically, logically, spiritually, and all that, he will impose himself that as he is an avatar and he is a Sadashiva. That is one of the very, very important thing by which he is also parallelly for all the Hindus across the globe. Everybody is looking for an avatar or a kind of a person who can save Hindus and Hinduism. He very cleverly positioned himself. One way that he claims that he is an avatar, on the other way he is actually also positioning himself as a super human. So he is a superpower person who can actually save the Hindus and Hinduism. That is one of the major threat that is actually, he claims that he is an avatar.
Okay, You said two things. One is he claims he is an avatar, and not that is not only an affront and an insult to Hinduism, but that is also very dangerous, because that is the ultimate state that you can claim in Hinduism and do whatever you want and people will not question you. That is one thing. But you also said another thing, that he is claiming to revive Hinduism. Well, I know what is wrong with it, what is wrong with the whole statement. But what is your perspective on why he cannot revive Hinduism? And in fact, why is it the opposite thing that he is doing? That is, he is destroying Hinduism. What is your, supporting argument for these two things?
Before getting into reviving Hinduism, first of all, he claims that one side is that he is an avatar. On the other side, he is also claiming that he is the supreme pontiff. In Hindu system, there is no any concept of pope, wherein for Westerners, they believe that. So immediately he coined himself that he is a pope to Hinduism. That means he is not only talking about, I'm not talking about revival of Hinduism, rather he is telling that there are a lot of people who is actually doing many good things for Hinduism, like Ramana Maharshi, like Yogi Ram Surat Kumar, Puri Shankaraj, many people across the India, Bharat. But he is telling he is supreme pontiff for all the rishis, all the munis, all the acharyas. That is very, very shocking. Secondly, he is not even built the smallest temple, but he claimed that he is going to protect all the temples, and he is protecting all the Hindus. He is not even in a position to feed the cows under the ashram under him. Forget about outside. Under the ashram, there are people in around Karnataka and all over the world. The people have donated the money for Goshala. There were about 150 cows in the year of 2016 and 17. By showing that he actually collected at least not less than few hundred crores of rupees worldwide. And suddenly in the year of 2017, within 1.5 years, 16 and 17, he started selling the cows. Huh? He's not donated to anybody. He started selling the cows. And within the matter of 18th June, before he moved out of the country, he sold and taken the money. And the worst case scenario is that he's showing that he is feeding the cows and he is taking, for example, if he's spending 100 rupees, he claims and he collects the money crores of rupees every day. So he's not able to feed the cows. Rather, he claims that he is going to protect the temples and Hinduism and Hindus. And he claims that supreme pontiff position because there are a lot of followers worldwide. Somebody follows Ramanuja, somebody follows various acharyas. When person like Nithyananda positions himself that he is the father cover of Hinduism, he is actually supreme pontiff and he is going to protect. Then what will happen normally? A normal human being will going here and there, better connect with Nithyananda and donate the money. That's how he actually collected billions of dollars from across the globe and various countries and from various people. That is one side. On the other side, a very simple example I will give you. In the year of 2018 and 19 beginning, he suddenly declares that he is going to build a mandapam for Kalabhairava, which is actually entrance gate on the Biddi ashram. It is right hand side, the Kalabhairava statue is there. He just like that announced. Only within few minutes, there are about 50 to 60 lakhs money has been given by various devotees. Even today, there is not even one single mandapa or single stone pillar has been built. That is the actual status. There is no any temple in the Biddi. He claimed that he built the temple and he collected the money and he is doing the Kumbhabhishekam. Where there is no any temple, he is telling that he is doing the Kumbhabhishekam. Where there is no any cows, he is telling that he is actually running a Goshala and collect the money. Very worst part is there in Varanasi, Kashi, where in the last year 2019, June, July, 17 cows at various ages. Just because not able to feed, it is died. That also, the cows have been donated by UP government, UP government. So, see, understand one thing. One is that what he claims. Other one is that how worst person, worst fellow he is, rascal he is. So, whatever he claims is something different and what actually is something very, very, very different and worst. So we cannot actually, there are many things I want to tell. To start with, I'm telling that he claims the Supreme Pontiff and he's not even feeding one cow. Not even a dog. Yes.
Yes. And my primary aim of my channel, and one more thing I want to tell my audience, that is there is a problem with the audio. So I am using the speaker near my headphone when, near my mic when Janardhan ji is speaking to resolve that problem. So probably I'll be bending down a little bit to speak. But Janardhan ji, you don't have to do anything for that. I'm taking care of it here. So that being said, the thing here is like my primary forte, my primary area that I am able to debunk or disprove Nithyananda is that he is absolutely having zero knowledge about Indian traditions and Indian scriptures. He is absolutely zero. He does not have any training whatsoever when it comes to the traditional Hinduism. So on this note, Janardhan ji, you have been with Nithyananda for at least 4 years. So, and I know that you are a very well qualified person. You are one of the, as far as I am concerned, you are a great scholar. Okay, at least academically you are a great scholar because you have an MA degree in Sanskrit. So how did you get yourself convinced? That is, I know Nithyananda did not convince you. It is only your own convincing that he is a great guru and other things. But what was that process that even a person who is very well versed in the scriptures like you is able to accept Nithyananda as your guru, even if it is for only a very small point of time?
Okay, before getting into that, he claims that he is a Kalabhairava and also he will release those days, 2014, 15 and all. He used to give the Kalabhairava the and he made the people to believe that he will tell the future also. When I actually, to start with, he understood that is my one of the strong area where how the Meghalaya system is worst and then how the Gurukul system is supposed to be, because I am from that particular culture. So I know the value of the Gurukul system. So when there was an opportunity to discuss with him about this particular Gurukul system, he actually made to believe that whatever I was discussing, he gave that kind of a confidence that yes, we have to do it. We will do it. Yes. That kind of a very strong, he gave the hope that he is going to revive the complete education system of old, ancient, the Hindu traditional system of Gurukul. Secondly, he also made to believe that I am going to play a major role into that education system. Thirdly, he also told that very cleverly in the Kalabhairava reading, Akashic reading, he told that you are yoga brashta and you are with me in last Janma and this Janma also you are going to be with me. And I was not very aware of that thing. So when I got this particular Kalabhairava reading, Janardhan Swami has actually explained to me that, yeah, you are like that, you are going to do many things, this and that, before me joining there. And one fine day, all that was happening for the period of 1.5 years, various time period. After that, what happened? He called me because I was telling repeatedly, Janardhan Swami, that I'm not going to join. Only the kids are going to be here for a study purpose. So they tried to actually many ways to offer me for IA program and Cambodia program, this and that, but I never actually attended any of the program, not even one single program I attended till that time. Then what happened? Suddenly, I got a call from Janardhan Swami telling that Swamiji wants to meet me. So then on a particular day, he asked me to come. So and while coming, I have to carry all the horoscopes. So then Janardhan was telling them, yeah, you got a very great opportunity. Swamiji personally called you. He's going to have a special discussion with you about your future. All that. See, a person like me who can actually, anybody, if I'm seeing in the sannyasi dress, will have some kind of respect. That two person like Nithyananda who climbs many things. And we have not seen him very closely. But after putting my kids, I used to go and come. And that time, the Kalaveer were reading, and they released some palm script and telling something in the Tamil, this one. So Janardhan told that you are Yoga Prashta, you are there with Swamiji, and you are going to be with Swamiji, all that. They mentally, psychologically, they are making Janardhan Sharma to believe in various ways for the period of 15 to 18 months' time. Then they are arranging the meeting with Nithyananda as a special, for a special discussion.
So basically,
within this period, I have undergone major operation, a heart operation, open heart surgery and all. So they called me, and Nithyananda were about to discuss with me in the private room. Before that, Janatma told me that Swamiji has saved you. Swamiji has came to on the other day to a hospital, and it is actually not physically. So they all told the various stories. Swamiji has shared that Janardhan Sharma is undergoing a major operation. I only have protected him. All that. I also just said yes, I believe that. Then I gone. And after seeing the horoscope, he just few minutes he spent, and then he told that, yeah, your future is very, very tough, and your eyes bound is very, very not good. So you know that oil bound means your life span. So he told me that be here, you will be protected. Otherwise, it is very difficult for you to survive outside. So I only have to protect you. I have sent many messages to you that you be in the ashram, but so I myself decided to talk to you directly. You please come to ashram, be with me. I will protect you, and your health will be taken care. Otherwise, you will be, as per the planetary position, you will be killed. You cannot actually, you cannot survive outside. So when somebody at that level, a person who is having worldwide ashram and this and that, have to take it because he is calling me and telling me. So that is how it is all started to join the ashram and started believing it. That's how it started.
so basically, if we go by what he said, if he at least knew how to look at your horoscope, he would have clearly realized that you are going to be a threat for him in the future, because we can easily find that out from the horoscope, as Janardhanji himself might know. Okay, by looking at two people's horoscopes, sometimes these things like will come to me, like we are going to do business together, can we do business together, like that. People will come and ask astrologers, and they will say whether they will go together properly or will they have a fight in the future, just like for seeing for marriage. So similarly, if Nithyananda at least knew how to see horoscopes properly, if he would have seen the horoscope of Janardhan Sharmaji, and if he would have realized like what will happen if he is with Nithyananda, then he would have kindly asked Janardhanji to stay as far away from him as possible. So it is clearly evident that he was just lying at the moment to convince you to join him. Yes, he saw your potential.
One more thing I want to tell you here. It is very, very shocking to many of the people that his Janma Nakshatra and the date of birth itself, now he is trying, no, that itself wrong. He go to, this is such a bloody liar, he goes to any level to convince the people and attract the people and attract the wealth. December 31st and January 1st is not his birthday, date of birth at all. Because when I was actually, as a secretary, when I was coordinating with many things, he asked me to arrange a meeting with one strong, big astrologer from Kerala. So that time when talking, he laughing and telling that that is different horoscope, that the original date of birth is something different. I was shocked. Can anybody change date of birth for the sake of getting the people's attraction? He can go to any, he does not know ABC of astrology. And first of all, Kalabhairava reading itself is fake. He only knew the technique of brain control and mapping the other's brain and imposing many things through his particular technique. Otherwise, nothing.
Okay.
He
So,
does not know ABC of astrology. Yeah.
yes. So not only ABC of astrology, I don't even think he knows the ABC of Shaiva Siddhanta or Vedanta or Yoga Sutra, nothing. That is my forte. That is where I am clearly exposing him. And on that note, you also said that the Akashic records, that is the Kalabhairava readings, are totally fake. Actually, that Kalabhairava reading is being elevated to such a level, okay, that people are deciding their life, what to do with their life, whether to join the ashram as a sannyasi, whether to get married, whether to start a business, whether to take a job. So many people have been led, so many people have been advised for so many things by these bala sannyasis and other sannyasis who are doing this akashic reading. And if that itself is fake, then my warning here to anybody, if you are doing anything that you have been asked to do by the akashic reading, the only purpose is for enriching Nithyananda, and that is exactly where you are being led to. Please do the opposite so that you will be able to lead your life properly. That will be my sincere advice to anybody who is following any advice given by akashic reading right now, any current or old followers of Nithyananda. So that being said, another thing. Yes. Sorry?
Sorry to interrupt. When the Akashic reading was very in the peak, it was very shocking to me. Many times I inquired with, you are telling the Bala Sannyasis and all. They are not Bala Sannyasis. They have been asked to dress up like that. That's all.
Yeah, that is
that is different story. And many times they shared with me, nothing will appear. It's supposed to be in golden letter. That is what they claim. Nothing was like that. Nothing appearing for them. Nothing will appear. Secondly, in my case, it was very clearly, repeatedly, 3-4 times before I move out of the ashram. 3-4 times in various time period, I checked up personally. My Kalabhairava reading was, I will be going in the year of 2019, August and September. I'm supposed to go to, that was the third or fourth meeting. That was the time they told me, definitely in this month you will be going to Swamiji's place. You are going to be with him. And 2018 December and January, when there was a the IA program, a big program was happening. That time also they are conducting. After that they were conducting. So when I have been checking for some other reason, we checked up. That time also they told that within 2 months you will be going with Swamiji. You will be with Swamiji only. Nothing has happened. Very surprisingly, they told that when they have declared, Swamiji declared that Swamiji Nithyananda, I don't want to call him Swamiji and all, just for reference, I told him. He gave one Sengol. Sengol, I don't know what to tell in that. Sengol, and then he gave it a silver, very strong, this one to me, and telling that you are going to take care of this ashram because I will be moving out of this and you are going to take care of this and you are my secretary and all. After that, I was very much lot of confusion and all. Then I went and asked for the Kalabhairava reading. That time, the Kalabhairava reading, in front of the Kalabhairava statue, they were doing that. They told very clearly, yes, I asked the same question. I am very much pressurized. I don't know what to do. I am under the confusion. So what to do now? They told that you have been given the same goal by Kalabhairava. So don't worry. You are going to take care of many things. And you will be within 2 or 3 weeks, you will be traveling to Swamiji's place. And from there, Swamiji reveals many things to you. Like that they told. So, many times I have seen that. It is. Then only I started asking this. When it has been failed several times, 2-3 times, then I started asking these people. It is all fake. When I met somebody in Delhi and the same Kalabhairava reading has happened, that person is asking me, last time when the same team came from the ashram, they told something, but nothing has happened. So then I was very much shocked. So Kalabhairava reading, understand very clearly. I don't want to use those names of Kalabhairava reading or Akashic. These are all one of the very respectable and Punidamana Vartegal as per our scripture. So he should not misuse that. Secondly, there are many families took the decision to take Apatsanyas because of Akashic reading. There are many people gone for divorce based on the Akashic reading. So I'm telling all of you, please, whatever the decision that you have taken based on the Akashic reading, don't believe. There is no any such things. Under Nithyananda, whatever the Akashic reading, it is all fake. Completely don't believe that. They wanted to loot your money. They wanted to loot your life. That is the reason they have been given different person, different kind of things. It is all fake. Don't believe that.
Okay. So now here I will add one more thing. There is one concept called Sattanada Bhairava in Tamil Nadu. Okay. That is, if something has been done to you, something wrong has been done to you, and if you are totally unable to do anything to that person who has done wrong to you, you will go to this Bhairava temple, you will stand in front of him and you will say, this is what has been done to me and I am helpless. Financially, I am helpless. Legally, I can't do anything. I have no proof. But I want this person to be punished. He has taken away my life. He has destroyed my life. So if you say this, it is a very strong belief in Tamil Nadu that Bhairava will destroy the wrongdoer. And these people are standing in front of Bhairava in the name of Bhairava, and they are simply proclaiming whatever is required to be told in order to collect money from others, in order to destroy lives and wrongfully, own people's lives. And this is a very huge karma. And the worst part is that those poor children who have their entire life in front of them, I am really worried how much karma they would have accumulated by saying, by being forced to do what this con man, this bastard has asked them to do. Sorry for the French. So what this fellow has asked to do, they have done essentially, and it is now the karma is on their head as well. The parents of those children must realize. One parent has realized here. All the parents must realize that your children are being used. They are being abused. And let me tell you, even if there is no physical abuse of your children, let me tell you, this mental abuse of your children, making them think that they are enlightened beings, making them think that they are doing prediction, making them think that they are soothsayers that will destroy their life. Nothing is going to come out of the ashram to your children. So that is a very big warning sign that they are destroying the children right now, right here, for all the children staying there in the ashram. And you said they are not actually sannyasis. This is something I really wanted to ask from an authentic person. What is the actual sannyasa process that happens? How does Nithyananda give sannyasa? And what is the actual sannyasa process that is supposed to happen? Can you please throw some light on that, Janardhanji?
First of all, the actual sannyasa process he copied, and what he is doing is that he is selecting here and there like Viraja Homa and all, and he started giving the sannyas left, right, and center. Very shockingly, I don't want to get into the sannyasi process. Before that, let us discuss after the sannyasa process. The sannyasis are given the target by Nithyananda. You have to enrich so many people. You have to correct so many crowds. Can a sannyasi will any whether it is Buddhism or any other ism, can anybody will give the target to the sishyas for collecting the money and donations, enriching the people, and they have to suppose to attend the program? That is very shocking. Another very, I don't know how to discuss this. They are very corrupted. Sexual abuses are happening left, right, and center there. Initially, when you enter into the ashram, you don't know many things. You have to be very, very much aware of the process that what is happening here and there. Because normally the spiritual organization, when we go there, We will not take everything as a, we will not doubt each and every process. But Nithyananda is carrying at least many, like thousands of videos of various sannyasis in a compromising position.
Even
He
children.
used to blackmail the sannyasis under his order. He encouraged them to have a different relationship without knowingly, and then video shoot that and keeping it somewhere, and then whenever there is a problem, he will chip in. Like that, many such cases. Many such cases.
Oh my God.
When I came to know that, I will give you one small example. Lot of people knew this. One strong right hand who was there in 2010 and 11 as a family, suddenly Nithyananda sent him out of the ashram. He moved. Very strong and right hand. One of the different sannyasi, Nithyananda wanted to actually move these two people together. He made such a way that he created the arrangement indirectly, and they created their relationship. They dropped to the sannyas and they wanted to marry. It was very shocking. In that time, he punished the male sannyasi. He punished the female sannyasi. They have continued as a sannyasi even now. Understand? Earlier they were a family. They separated. They've been offered sannyasi. After some time, that lady is going with another sannyasi, and they wanted to marry. Nithyananda interfering and punishing and given the prayaschitta and making them to continue. And after that, they have been caught in red-handed 3 or 4 times, even after punishment. Then when the news came to me, it was actually happened between 2012 or 13 onwards to 15. When I was actually entering into 2016, after some days, slowly I came to know that this is an incident. Then, day by day, year after year, it was actually, if you are, நம்ம சொல்லுவோம் தமிழ்ல கொஞ்சம் பேர் வீழ்ச்சி பார்த்தா போறோம் புத்தி ஐயோ I cannot even believe that is this a place that anything can happen like this. No, many people are having a different kind of relationship. It was actually shocking to me when one of very senior most devotee who donated at least more than 7-8 crores of rupees, who is living out of India, husband and wife. They were staying for 2-3 months together with Nithyananda. Purposefully, he made that the devotee's wife to be with small and different sannyasi. Luckily, they were not very close. But he made the story, cook up the story. Janardhan started telling the story, and Ranjita was telling the story. Made to believe others that they have a relationship. Like that, not one. Like that, hundreds of stories. See, now, the point here is that it is all started happening in the year of 18 and 19 beginning. It is all actually, when I was getting more and more information all in the month of 19th January, February onwards, lot of evidences and videos where Nithyananda himself personally encouraging, and few of male sannyasis are actually openly telling that Nithyananda forcing them to have a relationship with him. male to male. Can anybody believe in what is this happening there in the ashram? One of them is actually Jordan who has released the video. It is shocking. It is not Jordan only. Can anybody, and after giving you the sannyasa vastram and sannyasa diksha, how come you have this kind of it is very difficult. Even one person is having this kind of idea. Forget about practicing that. But here it is, everything is ulta. So, the shocking truth is that there is no any sannyasi system. He simply gives copy the Hinduism, and he made lot of people to marry after the sannyas. I don't know from which part of the sannyasi method he is able to withdraw the sannyasi paddhati and offer them the marriage system. He has done that at least for 20-30 people. Many people have dropped and gone. There are few people, he will simply say, ask him to go to Kalabhairava, let him remove the Kavi Vastram, let him have whatever the dress they want. Array, is this the way you will offer the sannyas? And at least few thousand people have been given the sannyas, and similarly, out of, suppose if he has offered 2,000 people, 1,900 people have left the sannyas paddhati from Nithyananda. Now, he wanted to control the people's mind. Sannyasi is actually completely slave. And devotees mean half slave. He wants more slaves. So what happened now? He is not able to offer the sannyasi directly to anybody. So what he has done now, apasannyas. Who will give the apasannyas? How somebody can take an apasannyas? The meaning is apasannyas. This lady started offering over the phone, over the two-way conference. So many people are taking apasannyas. Recently, somebody from India, some small kid, 7 years, 8 years old, they have been given apasannyas. Less than 15 years old. How come? I'm telling, he is actually making a mockery of all the Hinduism and Hinduist practices. And he supposed to be definitely, Kalabhaira will not leave. Forget about Janardhan, Sharma, forget about all the legal system. In front of Kalabhairava, he is definitely will be punished. And that too in the name of Kalabhairava is doing all this nonsense. See, today, because of some punya, he has been protected like Ravana, like Kumbhakarna, like Hiranyakashipu. See, these are all, definitely he will, definitely, there is no doubt about it. So, there is no any sannyasa paddhati he is practicing. It is all fake. How one of the best Hinduism sannyasa paddhati supposed to be parampara. There is no any Guru, Paramaguru, Parameshji Guru. From where he will give? He is having all the Gurus access. He is telling he himself now, Gurus of all the Gurus. Bloody. He is not having the Guru, Paramaguru, Guru Mandala or any Guru Parampara. So now, whatever he is offering, and one more thing, his sannyasis, his next generation sannyasis also cannot think that they will be able to practice the sannyasa paddhati as a sannyasi in Hinduism, because it is not, he is not the original sannyasi. The duplicate sannyasi will produce only duplicates. So there is no any sannyasa paddhati that he is practicing. It is all fake and duplicate. He has to be punished. Yes.
Yes. Just to add a little bit more to it, the process of giving mass sannyasa is not at all acceptable to Hinduism because of this very same reason. Sannyasa is a very high order. It is of the level that you cannot be in that state unless until you are sufficiently prepared. If 1,000 brahmacharis are there, 10 people will get sannyas in any mutt in India. This is the traditional system. 1,000 people, they will vie for sannyas. They will beg for sannyas. The Guru will say, you are not matured enough, no sannyasa for you. Either stay as brahmachari if you want to, or go to Grihastha life. But the person who is being picked for sannyas will be like Shashi Maharaj, will be like Swami Vivekananda. That is the caliber of the people whom will be selected for sannyas, and that is the reason why we are giving so much respect to a sannyasi. If a person is calling himself as a sannyasi, I will immediately fall to his feet before even I start speaking to him. And that respect is what Nithyananda is trying to encash from, and that respect is what Nithyananda is exploiting here from the Hindu community, and that is the most despicable act
Yes.
that he can do against Hinduism, against the most
Yes.
sacred institution of Hinduism. In Hinduism, a grahastha is not sacred because he is going behind money. A brahmachari is not sacred as the sannyasi because he is only a learner. A vanaprastha is training himself to be a sannyasi, but the sannyasi is
Yes.
the most sacred institution in India, and he is simply giving it out like popcorn in a bad movie.
Very true. Very true. You want to
Yes.
make a money, and then the worst part is that once they have taken a sannyas, they will not be called as a sannyasi. They will be for his sake. He will tell that you are a karma brahmachari, and he will make that karma brahmachari to donate all of his money to the bigger is the plan is that they should not go for a marriage institution. He will simply curse the marriage institution, and he will ensure that they will not have any kind of relationship with relatives. He will first disconnect that. Thirdly, he will, to the maximum, whatever, even a single rupee in his name or in his father's name, he will loot that money. He will take that money and property. It is all for the money. He is one of the such a purki rascal. Collect maximum, he will try to actually money from all the people. Extract the money from all the people. That's all, nothing else.
All the
Sannyas and all,
money.
we are actually telling we should not even consider these people as a sannyasi at all, because he has not taught anything to them. He don't know, first of all, or he know half-baked. Secondly, there is no, after 20 years of Gurukul system, he is not able to produce even 1%, not even 1%, one single person with a basic sannyasa dharma of, what is that? Gita, Upanishad, Brahma Sutra. He does not know anything. Forget about himself. Any one sannyasi don't know what is all these three. They don't know Brahma Sutra. Without studying Advaita Vedanta, without studying Saiva Siddhanta, whatever they call it, if he wants to, he can say Saiva Siddhanta. If Saiva Siddhanta is important, how many people knew that? They don't know Devaram, Tiruvasakam, forget about anything else. If they are Tamilian, they should know all this thing. They don't know. At least basic Vedic knowledge, they don't know. Simply doing the bhajan of Nithyananda, that's all. Other than that, they don't know. Even after 20 years. In the Gurukul, he is not able to produce anybody. In the sannyasa system, he is not able to produce anybody. You see that I'm challenging and I'm warning also. Existing Nithyananda devotees, who is even now the devotees, please watch Nithyananda's face. How he was, how he is now. He has become now Paisacha,
Demonic.
ghost, demonic. On the contrary, if you see there are hardly any 10-year-old sannyasi with him. Now you take all the sannyasis photos, how they were, how they are now. What happened to their spiritual energy? He sucked completely entire juice of spiritual energy. They are nothing. They lost their faith, they lost everything. So what I'm requesting you is that don't believe that he is actually, it is a cult, and also he is actually taking your spiritual energy. This is one of the important subject we will discuss later. He is not, you can see my photo of now when I was there in Ashram, just 6-7 months back. You can compare that. When I was there, he was continuously, my spiritual energy was drained every day. So what I'm requesting you is that there is no any sannyasa system there, and all the sannyasis are so-called sannyasis trained by Nithyananda only for money collection and program. He has to, each and every person will be given a target of collecting every day 8 crore, 10 crore rupees or the properties, and they have to book the people for various programs. That's all.
So,
yeah.
Using sannyasis as marketing, telemarketing people, okay, as far as I am concerned, there is only one system wherein the people, whenever they join that religion, they will be asked to immediately spread the religion. They will become agents of that religion. They have to collect more people for that religion. That is their religious duty. There is only one religion like this, that is evangelic Christianity and missionary Christianity. This is the only place where it is happening. And he is saying Vedahama, he is saying Dasamabaha. I think he is unconsciously or consciously copying the Christian missionary tactics because they are so profitable. Whether it is a conscious or unconscious decision, we don't know, but he is literally copying that. That being said, I would like to narrate one incident from the life of Kanchi Paramacharya in order to speak about getting money from the people who are joining you. That is, Janardhan ji just told that if you are taking sannyas or apat sannyas, you have to write all the property in your name, every single penny in your bank account. You have to transfer it to the Nithyananda Sangha. This is the condition for taking sannyas. You must not own anything. Sarva parityaga. They are calling tyaga, tyaga, tyaga. He goes on saying this word. But actually, I will tell you this incident. There is a very famous, very well-known great sannyasi called Anantananda Swamigal, Anjaneya Swamigal. Anjaneya Swamigal is his Purvashrama name. And Anantananda Swamigal is the sannyasa diksha that was given by Kanchi Mahaperiva. He was a devotee of Kanchi Mahaperiva, Chandrasekharan Saraswati Swamigal. And his Adhishtanam right now is in Upanishad Brahmendra Mata. And he was living in the Anjaneya temple, Hanuman temple, opposite to the Kanchi Mat. He was there. And he was actually working as a clerk, bench clerk in the Madras High Court. And when he took sannyasa, he did not settle anything. He simply took sannyasa. And after that, the pension was coming. And he came and he told Mahaperiva that I am getting pension right now. If I go and sign, they will send that petition to the, they will send that pension to the Kanchi Mat. It will be like a donation that I am giving for staying here. Then Periva said, don't do that. He left it and he went off. After a day, he called him back and he asked, நான் உங்ககிட்ட அப்படி ஏன் சொன்னேன் அப்படிங்கிறது உனக்கு புரிஞ்சுதோ? Then he asked, Periva சொன்னா புரியும். He said, if Periva says, I will understand. That is the best answer you can give to Periva. If Periva says, I will understand. So he knew this. He is such a beautiful person. He told this, and Periva answered, என்னன்னு கையெழுத்து போடுவ? What will you sign as? Will you sign as Anjaneya Swami? If you are signing as Anjaneya Swami, you are going back to your Purvashrama. If you are signing as Anantananda Swami, they will not accept. What are you going to sign it as? So either you should have settled everything before you took sannyasa, or you should not care about it once you take sannyasa. So after taking sannyasa, transferring all the property in your name, everything back to the ashram, signing that, signing this, all this is totally unacceptable. And this is the real sannyasa. If you become a sannyasa, you should not turn and look back at your house. That's all over. Your property, your wife, whatever. You should not turn and look back. That is why they are being respected. That is the tyaga that is being respected. Not the tyaga of collecting everything, going and putting it in a bank account safely, creating a situation where you will be supported for your life, and then going and asking other people for money. That is not sannyasa. And that is exact. Yes.
And then finally transferring all the assets to his mother name. That is one of the greatest joke. And he will become Nithyananda created the trust, and his mother is actually one of the managing trustee. Then later, when he moved out of the country without telling anybody, Nithyananda made her mother to be a managing trustee and started transferring all the properties in the mother name. And the worst case, Ranjita and Nithyananda is having a tough time, and Ranjita has actually already started the power game. Anyway, that is a different thing we will discuss later. And Nithyananda's mother is actually in the mother's name. In India, all the important properties have been transferred in her personal name.
Personal name.
Anyway, yeah.
Okay. So this is a criminal offense in India because you start a trust and then you transfer everything to the name of the trustee, that is a criminal punishable offense if proven in the court. So this is one of the indicators that he is running the trust with the sole purpose of looting money. That has been established without any doubt as far as I am concerned. So now, this is the conclusion that we have arrived at from the first part of our interview. Tomorrow we will continue on some other veins and some other various topics. And actually the interview came to an unexpected end because of certain technical issues, as we call it, quote unquote. Nothing, Janardhan ji's phone got low battery. Okay, you know about me, so I will say all these things like this only. So that happened, and basically like we had to stop the interview with 3 of these questions that have been posted. So moving forward, we will be continuously having interview with Janardhan ji, and we will be able to get more facts out of him, especially the questions that is being posted, thinking that they are very, very logical questions, very intelligent questions. Like that, some questions are being posted by the Nithyananda Sangha against Janardhan ji, and I will be asking this question, being a devil's advocate, being on their side. I will be asking this question to him in the forthcoming interviews, and we will be able to see the truth of what they are saying and what is the reality, and what are his defenses against these questions that they think are being posted and that they think he will not be able to answer. So that being said, we will end this interview and this video, and I hope I'll be getting more support from you, more than usual, because he is a very, very special person. And as far as I am concerned, Nithyananda bit more than he could chew off when he took up Janardhan ji, and when he troubled Janardhan ji. When Janardhan ji went out against Nithyanand, he did not expect, Rajashekar did not expect it will have this kind of an effect. I think he himself would have been startled and totally messed up by what is happening right now because of this. And we have to render our support a lot towards the efforts that Janardhan ji is putting. So with Kali's grace, those efforts will bear the fruit very soon, very effectively. Tacham yora vranimahe gatam yajnaya gatam yajnapataye dhaivi swastirastunaha swastir manushebhyaha urdvan jigata veshajam shanno astu dvipate e sanchatushpate. Am shanti shanti shanti. Namassadase.